Yeah, I don't know how it got so hot in here all of a sudden. It's supposed to be nighttime. Yeah, someone drove by and said, call the fire department, but that doesn't make any sense because the fire department, you only call them when there's a fire. Yeah, so I didn't get it. No, Gary here, just out in the nighttime. Yeah, just thinking, trying to keep warm, but man, I don't have to try to keep warm anymore. I'm pretty warm already. And I'm here to introduce this episode of Wfet. This is the 4th episode, and we're going to be talking about Abraham again. Yeah, that's funny, because we've been talking about Abraham the other time. It's almost like it's a series. Yep. And when we talk about Abraham today, we're going to be talking about a very important choice that he had to make. Sometimes we have a choice between this and this, and we have to choose one or the other. Abraham had that choice. That's right. We're going to be doing this or that, and the Bible verse, and all kinds of fun. But I want to tell you guys how you're going to win on this episode of Wfet. The number one way to win is just to pay attention. Yeah, just look at the screen and just know what's going on the screen. So like, if there's a fire on the screen, you're going to know, hey, there's a fire on the screen. Now that would be silly because I wouldn't have a fire out here. No, I just wouldn't. No, I listen to Smokey the Bear and I know what he says. Only you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, you also want to participate. If the video says to stand up, then everyone stands up. If the video says sit down, then everyone sits down. It's very easy. It's not hard. And you also get points for being excited. Yeah, you can talk to your neighbor. You can go ahead and make funny comments. As long as you're paying attention. Yeah, that's first. But you can make funny comments. That's how you learn more on this episode of Wfet.
Huh? Yo.
So here's the story from the Bible that you are going to hear about today. It's about a man named Abram and a man named Lot. Now, Abram was rich, like really, really, really rich. Now, rich in Abram's time, though, didn't mean he had a huge bank account filled with money. It meant he had servants, sheep, camels, cows, and even goats. Told you, rich. Now, years before, Abram's nephew, named Lot, had come to live with Abram. Lot became quite rich as well with, well, servants, sheep, camels, cows, and yes, goats. So, let's do a quick review, shall we? We've got two men, Abram and Lot, and both were very rich. Now, each spring, many more animals were born and added to the herd, which means more, and more, and more, and more, and more sheep and other animals were added to the herd. Now, both Abram and Lot's herds grazed on the hillside together. The problem is they kept growing and growing and growing and growing, leaving very little room left for all of the animals to use the land together. Abram's servants and Lot's servants began arguing over the land where the animals grazed. Abram's servants wanted the best land, but so did Lot's servants. Now, Abram heard all this arguing going on between the servants, and he knew that these arguments had to stop. So Abram thought and thought and thought and thought, and he came up with a good idea. It was time for Abram and Lot to go their separate ways. The question then began, where would Abram and Lot go? You see, they had two choices. They could go east or they could go west. But the thing is the east had the better land. It was absolutely beautiful, and it had the Jordan River right there. The east was the land that wanted to be picked. Now, Abram could have said, I want to pick my land first. But he didn't say that. Instead, he said, Lot, you go ahead and pick your land first. Well, Lot decided to be very selfish and said, I want the east. So, that's what happened. Abram and Lot headed in their separate directions. Now, once this happened, God talked to Abram and told him to look north, south, east, and west. God promised Abram that all the land that he could see would belong to his children and grandchildren. Now, you may ask, what does this have to do with love? But if you think about it, Abram showed love to Lot by letting him choose the land first. You see, Abram could have just said no. He could have said, I want the east land. He could have been selfish. He could have tried to be number one. He could have tried to get the good land. But instead he showed the love of Jesus to Lot. And that's the story of Abram and Lot, and how even though that there was conflict going on between them, Abram showed love to Lot and let him choose the better land when they separated.
choose life. Okay? Pretty important verse, huh? Yeah, talking about life or death and choosing life. So let's go ahead and let's go over it again. Deuteronomy 30, verse 9. You can choose life or death. The first choice will bring a blessing. The other choice will bring a curse. So choose life. One more time. Okay. It's not a long one, but it's an important one. So let's do it one more time. Deuteronomy 30, verse 9. You can choose life or death. The first choice will bring a blessing. The other choice will bring a curse. So choose life. Pretty simple, yeah. God has a choice before us, life or death. Yeah, I know some of you are thinking, just like that choice Abraham made. Yeah, it's a choice the same. And so we can choose either life or death. Good things come when we choose life. Bad things happen when we choose death. Which one are you going to choose? Okay? I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. I'm not going to say very much, but it's your time to talk. It's your time to try. Everyone ready? Alright. It says, Deuteronomy 2 choices. You're going to go ahead and choose which choice you want by moving to either one side of the room or the other. There's no middle ground or this or that. So everyone stand up and move to the front, and here we go. We'll play America's favorite game, this or that. Raining cheese balls or hailing dimes. A personal caddy to carry your stuff or a personal chauffeur. Life or death. A house made of glass or a house made of chocolate. Live in a Starbucks or live in a Toys R Us. Have your mom manage your Facebook page or pick out your wardrobe. Get hit by an egg or drink one. Blessings or curses. A self-styling hair or self-cleaning clothes. Have an unlimited credit at Starbucks or unlimited credit at the AT&T store. Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog. A frog's tongue or a fly's eyes. Thanks for playing this or that, and let's get ready for a whole nother game.
Let's play a game. Oh, hey, Star here. Yep, I know. We're talking about Abraham and the choices that he made. And just like Abraham had the choice between life or death, you have the choice between life or death. Yeah, it's different from the choice between gas or electric. Yeah, it's very different. It's the choice between life or death. And it's one that God takes very seriously. Because if we choose life, he promises good things. He promises us blessings. If we choose death, there are no promises. Yeah, promises of bad things. Yeah, and who wants bad things? I don't. I wish I didn't have gas. So today, I hope you know the challenge of the week is to choose life. Choose Jesus. Choose God, right, in all that you do. And I hope you do. We're going to go ahead and review today with a little episode of I'm So Smart. Gas, gas, gas.
I'm so smart.